Peace, hip hop brothers and sisters.
Episode 12, State of Hip Hop.
State of hip hop. State of
Roundtable
hip hop.
discussion.
Episode 12.
The way it be alarm when y'all in a state of emergency. You might want to put the guns down if you don't want to see the penitentiary. Mighty, what's good with you?
And Bone, what's good with you, brother? Black Magic Productions on the beats. All things hip hop. Episode 12. Episode 12. State of hip hop. Roundtable discussion.
First of all, this is Black Magic, your moderator, and I'm sitting here with our analyst, Big Just the Real. And y'all know I gotta ask him if he gonna put some respect on the name of Mr. Baby himself before he come looking for all three of them. Are you gonna respect his name, or do you think Charlemagne should have to respect the name of Baby Williams? What's your feelings?
I think you should respect his name, man. I personally do. The brother done put a lot of niggas on. And I watched the interview and the nigga said, I signed off for my artists to work with a lot of motherfuckers to get other niggas some bread. So, shit. Now, it's personal business if he a homo or if he, whatever them niggas be trying to say about him, I don't know. But as far as his business game, man, that nigga real executive, man. So, put some respect on his name, Charlamagne.
Well, hold on. Now he did, in all fairness, and I'm a big Baby fan in the sense of he like Puffy. He knows how to find talent. Now his business operations, whatever it is, I don't know that, but it seems Trick Daddy and Rose had made comments that Charlemagne kind of eloquently pointed out. Now, whether he was snitching, like per se, some are saying in the community, leave your comments now. Kobe Bryant snitched on Shaquille O'Neal in the same fashion.
Man, I'm not saying none of that shit. What I'm really saying is this, man. Put some respect on that brother name, man. Why? Because he doing a lot for a lot of motherfuckers, man. A lot of black people, man. A lot of people from his community and communities outside his community because he's a hood nigga. So you gotta respect that now. Like I said, it's personal business and other niggas disrespecting him. From what I've heard and what I've seen, he's done business with them people. He's been the biggest boss as far as them niggas because he been here longer than them niggas. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just say, Rick Ross probably got it now. I don't know, but fucking you gotta respect the shit that brother done. He didn't transcended all them other niggas. Rockefeller dead. I don't care about Rock Nation. Rock Nation is not selling no fucking records, man. Aftermath is not selling records, man. Shady ain't selling records. G Unit don't sell records. Def Jam, they got a bunch of different artists, so they kind of a machine themselves, so they really selling records, but you know, they ain't Def Jam of old. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I hear everything you said. The people just wanted to know, including your cousin KB, peace to KB, but
Peace to KB.
like when he said he's the cameraman or he's the DJ or whatever, the shock jock. The point was, Trick Daddy and Rose made some comments, and he asked the brother, "Hey, why didn't you pull up on them?" You see what I mean? What's your feelings as far as did he address those guys? Because in the street code, if that's the case, I mean, inquire minds seem to want to know, brother.
Can I say this? Yeah, you the radio guy, and for like 3 or 4 years, from what Baby say, nigga been putting shit on the nigga name. Now he said I could have rolled up, pulled up, whatever, but I thought that would have been gangster, so I ain't do that. So I'ma come where it's a controlled motherfucking environment and not beat the shit out your ass. Because if you get a little greasy, I'm just prone to go up top of your shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking. Like coming from the community that we come from, just knowing the black and white of the whole shit. Now Ross and what's the other nigga
Trick
name?
Daddy.
Trick Daddy. Who I fuck with Trick Daddy for real. Like I like his music. I always have too. I think he's one of the illest niggas from the South. Like lyrically, concepts and shit. You know what I mean? And he keep it real because he talk about his business. He say he get high, whatever. But like they probably thugs and gangsters. So he probably on mine. Going up top of one of their head like shit. I'ma see it. And I saw the nigga. I saw him at like yo. and it was a bottle to the face, a box cutter, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And the nigga not gonna go tell no fucking cops. I pound your little punk ass out like my man, jaw your ass, break your face. I got a $100 million lawsuit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's why some are saying, why even go to the... It makes sense, Luke's. That's up. Hey, our analyst was when we grew up, they called him Luke's in the streets too. But you know why even go to the interview then, brother?
Because I want to tell you, brother, in this controlled environment, this is my opinion of what, or my interpretation of what he was doing and saying. Listen, brother. I don't want to come here because I don't want to be nowhere else. I don't want to be at the McDonald's and see you. I don't want to be at the pool and see you, at the hotel and see you, at the motherfucking shopping mall and see you, because it might just be a terrible situation.
Okay.
So these cameras around here and these people, and they got security. And
let me just tell all three of y'all that.
Yeah.
Right here.
Put some respect.
Now I don't want to say it no more. If we done, I would finish then. Huh? No, I feel you. No, because that's real. You said that's real. Because he did say he seen him a few times and he could have did something real dangerous and that would have been gangster, he thought. So, okay. Enough respect. I do feel that.
I mean, that's keeping it 100. Like, yo. But, you know, Charlamagne know that he, you know, I've heard he got bodyguards. I've heard him say he got bodyguards. Charlamagne.
Oh, he has them?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
bodyguards?
I mean, shit. People try to do shit to niggas. Them niggas getting money. That Charlamagne, them niggas probably got 2 or 3 million. $1.5 million or
Piece
something.
Piece of Charlamagne on getting some cake, man.
All of them niggas, like, the nigga Envy got paper.
Man,
like, he got owning shit. And, man.
Piece to Drake and Jay, they drop pound cakes, man. You know what I mean? It's about getting them pound cakes, kids.
But that's all I'm saying. Like, yo, on some real shit, you gotta think about, like, that's a black nigga from the ghetto, man. That nigga ain't graduated no high school. I remember, like, yo, this is something that the nigga Jungle had said back in the day about Nas. And I'm like, when niggas, because you had said something about niggas talking about the nigga that wasn't a good business person. But he was like, yo, them companies wasn't just throwing us money, throwing my brother no money. My brother dropped out in the 9th grade, man. These other niggas that went to school and fucking went to college and had their mans, went to college, all that kind of shit. Like, man, we some straight up street niggas. And that's how them niggas was. Like, you know, the new interview the brother did. Like, he's saying shit. I fucking,
baby?
Yeah. Went back and bought roses and all kinds of shit for niggas and was just stunning out in the hood. We had 30 million. I mean, I don't know. I mean, shit.
I believe it. They said Big Meech and them boys was rolling like that. Down in Atlanta, Piece to L Snow. They said, man, it was nothing to see at least a convoy, 4-5 of them Phantom Rolls Royce things sitting out in front of the club. They was sitting on Twinkies and Blades. You know what I mean? Now, if y'all boys talking about doing big things, getting that money, your crew should be getting money. And you shouldn't be snitching on each other. None of that now. None of that. I'm talking about if y'all talking about being shrill. Right? But I got to ask you, Big Just, what about, though, okay, now it's one thing with the respect on the name, but what's going on as far as you know to analyze, because it's been a little minute, we want to make sure people piece the Money and Violence too, you know, the season finale, enough respect to them boys out there, but what's up with what's up with Birdman and Lil Wayne? What you know about that currently?
I mean, shit, I ain't really, as far as I know, them brothers is supposed to be, you know, from what Baby said. I'm just saying, I can only go from the shit I've seen.
Right.
I heard, like, yo, it's some business shit, but I see.
Are they still doing business?
I mean, they gotta be shit. Wayne ain't really putting no albums and shit out. He probably touring like a motherfucker because he gotta get his bread, but shit. The motherfucker, I mean, he contractually obligated probably to just do the whatever, or, I mean, it gotta be that way. That's what Baby's saying. Shit. If I was, he's like, I'll let them niggas do whatever they want. If I wanted to stop them, like, I could say fuck no.
Right,
like,
that's right. He did say that. Was that in the Angie Martinez interview? Because I did see it.
That was in the joint with Ebro and Miss whatever the bitch name is. I don't even know because they so boring at Hot 97 as far as the shows and shit. Like it's just boring to me. You know what I'm saying? I definitely fuck with Envy and the Breakfast Club, man. So peace to them brothers and that sister. You know what I mean?
Angela Yee
is a beautiful woman.
I love you, Angela Yee. In the physical. Yes, sir.
Hold up.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Since it's a roundtable discussion.
Yes, sir.
I got some stuff I want to say, like
about the state of hip hop, brother.
Yeah, the state of hip hop. I got some things I want to throw at you. You know what I mean?
Oh, about me?
Yeah.
A little old me? Yeah, come on and throw them at me, then, brother.
You know, let me think of something like
roundtable discussion, all things hip hop, episode 12. Y'all know how we do. We get to the end,
brother.
Yes, sir.
You have listened to the Scarface album, right? The new one.
Yes. What's it called again? You tell me.
Deeply Rooted.
Thank you. Yes, I did.
And I mean, from what you heard, I want to say it was a great album. I believe it's one of his best, if not his best album, and it's one of the best grown hip hop fucking grown albums, like a grown man album. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't no kid, I ain't no nigga talking about turning up. I mean, you do what the fuck you want to do, but like, yo, niggas gotta be teaching these life lessons. You know what I'm saying? This is my opinion, but history say that's what we should be doing. You know what I'm saying?
So what's your question for me?
Do you believe that niggas is these niggas out here, these 40-year-old rappers that that came up in our era, or whatever, basically name a few artists that you believe that are making that kind of music, and I'm talking about whatever coast they on. You know what I'm saying? Because you listen to a lot of music,
Give me
but
an era
making.
that I could choose from. You know how we go. I go
No,
critical
I'm just
breakdown.
saying, just
Give me an era I could choose from.
from the '90s era that's
Oh, from the
making,
90s to now?
yeah, that's making grown hip hop,
Hmm.
and I'm saying grown hip hop.
Okay, give me a second now. Give me 5, 6 seconds to think. So from the 90s to now, grown hip hop. Great question, number one. Let me start there. I have to go Nas and Jay. When you say 90s, I have to go Biggie and Pop because they did survive per se in the 90s enough to make music. Um, have to go Ja Rule. I have to go DMX.
No.
I have to go Ja Rule. I have to go DMX from what they
Okay,
put
okay,
out
all right.
in the 90s. After that, I ain't gonna lie. Then I gotta go like Fabulous 50. And oh, I'm sorry, I'll be remiss. Raekwon, Ghost, 90s. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry, Raekwon and Ghost. RZA, Jizza. INS, because now with the Czarface, he's still doing that. But other than that, I mean, Scarface, like you said, but outside of that, I mean, I can't really. Game, maybe, because I get so many reviews, even though I don't analyze the game stuff.
Second dopest
I
album,
guess I have to
maybe
throw
the
it.
first dopest album.
So do I have to put the game? I guess I have to put the game in
Man,
there.
that nigga makes phenomenal shit.
But outside of that, Dick Just, now I gave you maybe 12 names, but outside of that, KRS One. But outside of that, I can't think of nobody. Just.
Let me say, when I say grown music in this era, I'm talking about like.
But I asked you an era. You ain't say just in this one. You gave me the 90s to
I'm
now.
saying to 90s to now.
Right, so I'm saying
about,
from then till now,
I ain't talking
these
about
people have made grown music. Hold on, since you gave me that expansive time period, that's why I asked you explicitly. Thank you for giving me 90s to now, because it would have been too tough to shrink down 2000s now. I probably could have only gave you about 3 or 4 names, no disrespect to 2000 now. But since you gave me 90s now, you see I spewed off even Biggie. I spewed off your Ghosts, your RZA, because you gave me 90s now. Nas, of course.
But,
You know Scarface?
Well, let me explain like what I really mean. Like, they have been able to make really viable, commercially viable music, and I'm saying grown. Transit. Let me
Go
continue.
ahead.
Let me
Go ahead.
continue.
I'm digesting what you
Like,
said, brother.
I'm tired of like niggas getting caught in like niggas like, yeah, you might be saying something, but it's like, yo, your presentation's so motherfucking washed up, like, or it's like, come on, dog, grow the shit, man. Like Nas, Jigga, Face,
So you give me those three. I mentioned them
even
three.
Snoop, cause
Oh,
Snoop
Lord have
going,
mercy. I forgot about Snoop. I'm sorry, Snoop. You right, big brother. You the analyst, but you asked me the question. So I forgot about Snoop. Thank you. So far on my list, 3 of them I got. Okay, go ahead. Thank you.
I would even say this,
I,
fucking E40.
and you know I fucks with Feezy really. You know what I mean? I calls him all kind of shit because he come over. That's my man, dog. I fucks with him.
Man,
But I haven't digested enough of his music. That's why I didn't even put Black Thought in there, and I probably could have put Common in there. But I ain't gonna lie. Honestly, I haven't digested
I'll
enough of their
definitely say
music.
Common.
But I haven't personally, on your question, I'm just being 100. I haven't digested enough and analyzed personally enough of those brothers' music. Ludacris even. Andre 3000, which he don't have a solo necessarily career. However, people throw him out there as an MC.
Yeah,
Even with Eminem, they throw him in there, but Eminem has solo albums. In fairness to Eminem, you see what I'm saying? But
yeah.
you know those 3 I haven't analyzed enough.
I'm saying like how we was talking to the good brother last night, and
Big homie, peace to P.
yeah, peace to God, man, pure knowledge,
E Block 75 General, you know what I'm
755,
saying?
but like cause I remember when he didn't like Pop, man. I remember when he didn't like Pop. Yeah, I remember he wasn't feeling Pop. You know what I'm saying? But I finna listen, like, and I'm saying, like, you gotta, Pac is validated in the streets. Biggie validated in the streets to the commercials lane. Nas is in the streets. Raekwon is validated in the streets, but they not fully mainstream. You know what I'm saying?
But
But I'm
they
talking
they
about,
got their piece of commercial success. Even like AZ.
yeah,
I'm sorry, I
yeah.
forgot about AZ. Piece of AZ, but you just reminded me of him because they street for example, unlike Herb McGruff and Cormega, who are validated in the streets but don't necessarily have that commercial success that even AZ and Raekwon and Ghostface do have, which you do know. So me and you know that it's like an elite crust they in, even though they not at that commercial level. You know that. It's roundtable discussion, and I love this fact that we doing this for the people
Mm-hmm.
because you and I both know that. But they've bitten off of the pound cakes too, you know what I'm saying? Especially Raekwon being in that mighty Wu Tang, and especially AZ and Nas. Like that firm was a collective that man was ill with Foxy Brown and them, man. You know what I mean? I'm just saying though, they did some things with that though.
Album was weak.
They did things with it
I
though.
mean, they ain't really do shit with it. They sold 1 million records. They
That's
had
platinum. They're
all.
not
I
people
mean,
who's going platinum now.
they had all the
Remember,
publicity. That shit should have sold 5, 6 million in my opinion.
well, how much did Rakim sell? And you know I love you, Ron. How much did Rakim
Man,
sell when he was with Aftermath? Truth Hurts, because that single, I guess it might have went gold or platinum, but it had marginal. People notice underscore marginal success, and marginal success
no,
sometimes could be great. My point in marginal, because I mean I don't think it went diamond or 5 times platinum. Point is,
that shit
it
went like 3 times platinum, and they pulled the plug on it because the motherfucker got sued for the shit.
okay then. So
Dre used some Indian person shit
well,
from like
maybe
the
that's how it did the
1920s or some
numbers. That's
shit.
why I said it had marginal success.
It was some they music as far as like
Just like for real in them. I
they
mean, that
cultural
happens.
shit.
Things happen.
Yeah, but I'm just
That's
saying,
the
like,
business of it. So the success was marginalized. That's why I said underscore it
but
due to the
who
facts.
was really gathering 3 and 4 million times singles really?
But you can't. That number is skewed. We can't do that to the people. Just like with that blurred lines. Blurred lines was a smash hit,
In
but it
this
had to be.
era,
Hold up. Blurred lines was a smash hit, but we have to correct the records though on the facts and give. It's like a works cited page, people a reference page. Marvin Gaye, I guess, and known again the people who is running the state, rather, they got the credit they deserve. So my point is that marginalizes the success in itself, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the legal things were done, so that mean they kind of circumvented some things. I guess when we talking about the legal terms, this is still Hip Hop 101, but it was rectified because they paid out.
or
They paid out.
they paid out.
The firm had great success in the sense of they had advertising, they did get the publicity, they got endorsements, the marketing, your Cormegas, your AZs, these people were in your John Blaze, your Willie Esco ads. You see what I mean? They were all over the Source magazines, they were all over the Vibes, the Blaze magazines, the rap pages back then when we were growing.
That's what I'm saying.
Double XL,
That's what I'm saying. But this
they
is
were
what.
blowing up.
Let me just say
Go
this:
ahead, bro.
niggas really like when I think of AZ, I think AZ transitioned from them eras, and I'm saying like as an artist, he still can make commercially viable music. And when I say commercially viable, like with the streaming and all this shit, niggas gonna stream some AZ shit like hard. Nigga, it might be more beneficial now because it's like, yo, nigga streaming, I'm making money off streaming now, like because nigga gonna go back and listen to old shit, and he makes shit like right now, like the beats, they don't be so much off, like because music has changed so much. Our taste in music, like they might have put it on our heads, but like don't nobody want to hear that old ass sound. Like at least enhance on the sound. The shit that Primo is doing now, like I mean, to me when he was transitioning, I'm like, man, I'm getting a little tired of this old ass shit, man. It was like music was changing. Like, yo, you know what I mean? The lyrical, everything was changing. MCs had to change their shit. Man, fucking niggas. This is what I'm saying. Niggas ain't doing that shit. And I mean, you gotta respect some of these niggas, man. Like,
So
okay,
hold on, niggas are not
they
doing
made
what? Hold on, hold on. What? Slow down, bro. Niggas are not doing what? This again is
they not
literacy. So explain to the
transitioning. They're
people.
not
Okay.
transitioning to where they can make something that I mean people could listen to. Like, just cause motherfucker listen to drill music. I mean, a motherfucker. Okay, I listen to drill music, but damn, I listen to R&B. I mean, if it's some good music, you know how motherfucker we sit here playing some cards and shit. and you just pumping some AZ shit, that shit ain't gonna probably sound dated. I'm talking about his new shit. A motherfucker listening like,
So
damn.
people, hold on, slow down, hold on, bro. Not even talking to you. So people, now y'all listening and y'all comment because we get a lot of good reviews on Facebook. Because we put our videos there and on Tumblr, right, and on YouTube.
Yeah.
Now notice,
and Google Plus.
KRS One I mentioned, right? He's a guy who come from the '80s, but outside of that, the people we grew up, our contemporaries, right? It's safe to say, people, they're the same. Meaning the Nas's, the JAYZ's, Biggie and Pac are gone, unfortunately, right? Ja Rule and DMX, they're kind of going off the scene. They don't count. But Raekwon's in it. He mentions AZ. He still makes viable music. So it's safe to sum up, people. The guy, brother analyst, the guys coming out today. That's why I asked you the eras, and I love this Roundtable. People, listen. The guys today can't stack up to our contemporaries, but our contemporaries are the saving graces of hip hop now.
True.
This younger generation, let's just look at it, because I think I see exactly where you're going. And people, leave your comments. And we're not disrespecting nobody. We're enlightening minds. We're enlightening minds. This is Hip Hop 101.
Hip-hop, man. Yeah, but
go ahead. Is it safe to say, brother?
I'll say that one more time.
That the saving graces for hip hop now, even though they'll say it's a young man's game, but the Nas's, the JZ's,
but look,
they're 40-plus-year-old MCs. Raekwon, Ghost.
Who jive gotta be the saving graces of our communities now? Like, and we talking about our communities. It's like with that crack shit, a lot of niggas is getting got out of jail. Like niggas is fucking construction work. I mean, but niggas know like the destruction they didn't cause in the community. So it's like, yo, it's gonna be something that's gonna transition. It's gonna be something that ain't gonna be able to relate to the younger because they caught in their ways, and it's the ones that's gonna be able to keep on trucking. You know what I'm saying?
Out of which group and demographic, brother? Out of which group? Because I'm saying it seems the saving graces of hip hop. Listen, saving graces of hip hop. You agree is our contemporaries, which is the Nas and them, the 40-plus-year-old MCs, killing it, controlling it. Like you mentioned, Snoop, the Ice Cubes. They're 40-plus years old. They control a game. If people look at it. Let's look at it. The younger people, they in the game, but who controls it? It seems the saving graces is our era. Even Rose, like 40, 41. You see what I mean?
And even with
you see what I mean, though?
Yeah, but even with that, I'm saying.
And we're not saying nothing bad about nobody. These are facts, people. Keeping it 100.
Even musically.
Yes.
Like, even musically.
Right. I'm saying both. Business and music, though. That's the crazy part. The saving graces. Business and music.
The crazy shit is, like,
wow.
Niggas is getting off with these, like, regional or these.
What's short? You gotta remember, we talking to people, they don't necessarily know what sort of niggas getting off with something. Break it down.
Some of these new era niggas, or niggas that's like, niggas getting into a certain lane, which is cool, and they gonna max that lane out, you know what I'm saying? But the real artists, like, to me, like, a person from the South like T.I. T.I. is definitely a artist, man. That nigga is nice, man. You know what I'm saying? That nigga gets busy, and his songs be like dope. I be like, damn, this nigga can really make songs. You know, he one of them niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he independent now. I think he still gonna get his shit off, like, cause people fuck with his shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's relatable, man. People's not all the way around the board gonna relate to somebody like KRS One no more, because you know, they is like.
But not the younger demographic. I feel you on that. T.I.'s in Money and Violence, people. T.I. check with T.I. even in Money and Violence on our analyst's point. T.I. is very relevant. He's to the streets. Yeah. I don't know what it is about the brother, but he's trill. You see what I'm saying? On your point, brother.
He's doing his thing.
No, you 100% right. So you mentioned Snoop and T.I. like, yo, and I'm remiss because you the phenomenal individuals and artists and businessmen.
Yeah, definitely.
Word,
businessmen.
peace. But that's why you the analyst.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's our generation that probably got the really, and I'm just talking about as far as like, we the most enlightened probably generation. And I'm saying these because I don't think these. I mean, I don't mean to disrespect these young kids or these younger people, but like, man, I'm talking about really like the most enlightened motherfuckers.
We're the seeds of the Black Panthers, people. He's not disrespecting anyone. When we grew up in the 70s, but guess what? In the late 60s, which is right at 70s, people. You had the civil rights movement. This is facts. This is historical facts.
We had
Right?
the black
Read.
Muslim movement, man.
Right, exactly.
Man.
All through the early 70s and that.
Enlightenment movement, man.
Yes, Malcolm and Martin, all
Use
that.
your mind, man. Open your brain, man. Think about it, man.
Literacy. Knowledge reigns supreme. Knowledge reigns supreme. Can we get that chant in our minds, people? Knowledge reigns
That
supreme.
nigga say take the pillow from your head, put a book in it.
Yes.
See, that's what I'm saying. He's relevant, like on like a kind of really. You don't just check for him for music. You know what I mean? You check for him for a lot of different things. It's like. So, you know, he transitioned, but he's really an icon. He's truly an icon of hip hop. Like, when you think, like, whatever's going on with African Bambaataa, which I thought of African Bambaataa as a true representative of hip hop, like, when you think of hip hop, his name is definitely coming up. You know what I'm saying? Even like I said in one of the other joints, like, I don't really know him for nothing but Planet Rock. You know what I mean? Me personally, I mean, I know. I'm talking about musically. I don't know no other songs.
People, he doing it to me because he know this is roundtable discussion, you dirty rascal. Listen, KRS-One people is like a Dusty Rhodes or a coach. Watch this, people. Hold on. He's like a coach of Dick Buckus, a coach who has played and who has dominated while they play in the cage, like a wrestler who's been in battle royals and not only coached and managed, but has won the battle royals. You understand that, people? This is Roundtable Hip Hop 101. Come on, man.
That's what I'm saying.
This is what you're doing to me. Go ahead, you dirty rascal.
That's what I'm saying. You know, like when we were talking Mount Rushmore, we would say this like the Mount Olympus of hip hop, more or less. KRS is up there, so like
highest heights. Is that like high?
Yeah, you know, the Greek shit.
Right? No. But it's a great. Listen to the comparisons, y'all.
Bro,
some mountains are higher than others.
Jerron.
Like your Himalayas, your Appalachians. He just took y'all to that. See, this is all because we want our children, we want our kids to grow mentally. You know, you have to grow mentally, or else you get like Ghostface or whatever, stagnation, which is putridness, is death. Stiffness, like rigor mortis. I think Ice Cube put that on an album, the rigor mortis setting in, which was so ill. But no, go ahead. Like, what you feel the state is. Go ahead, man.
Like, let me explain.
Go ahead.
Like I said, you know, KRS, he just transitioned over. He's, you know, people gonna check for his music. People gonna check for his lectures, his books, his whatever he doing. You know, if you saw him in a movie, you gonna probably like, oh shit, KRS in that joint. So you know what I mean? He gonna.
No, not his game. You were saying that.
No, let me say.
Before you ordered the bogey. No. Listen, you ordered the bogey. Before you ordered the bogey, brother. See, y'all gotta know we also like Capone Noriega because we grew up together somehow, but it's more even crazier than that. Yeah, we ain't got no example because even Nas and A, they tight. But me and this guy here, our moms was tight people. So when we came out the womb, it was crazy because our family's been tight. You see what I'm saying?
Great grandmother.
You know what I mean? I used to go fishing with his first cousin when we was like 3-4 years old. See what I'm saying? So our chemistry is ridiculous, but I'm saying not KRS's state, brother analyst, the state of hip hop. Why? No, listen, because we need to fast track because you know we gotta pay bills. Why the young brothers can't? What? No, because we ain't big willies now. Why the young brothers can't seem to do? We got on the premise, the original. Why the young brothers coming out now? We want to hit this head on because this roundtable could pull me in. Why the young brothers are not being the Nas's or why? Okay, because I see J. Cole, I see the Kendrick. Let's go help this along with the young brothers. But then you got your little Herbo. Then you got your Chief Keefs. It's different ages and thank you. The state of this is madness, brother.
This is what I'm
saying. And you know this. Now getting a little sense, not at you, but this is madness.
This is the state of our communities. Our culture is hip hop. The community represents hip hop. The this ghetto lifestyle that we live, not because we want to, but because this is what we was left with. The hog maws and chitlin shit. You know what I'm saying? The real shit.
Right.
Like yo. Like I said, niggas is getting away with these certain kind of zone songs. Like yo, for a year that shit was popping. You know, dancing and whatever. And
chicken noodle soup. You right, dirty rascal. Because you got me feeling good again. You got me thinking about our brother Gerald. Yo, because you right. I don't understand that. Can you explain that? What? Why is it like Chingy or your Jaquans or your chicken noodle soup or your white teas? It's like it happens all the time. It's like for a year or so, a song will be hot or a wave, but then it'll fade away and something else will start.
Cause them
It's
niggas,
no consistency like the Nas and them. You know what I mean? The KRS and
yo,
them through everything they stay steady, man. This is
man,
crazy.
you gotta. In
Do
my
you think it's
opinion,
crazy? This is crazy
I
to
don't
me.
think it's crazy. I think that the motherfuckers don't beat them niggas, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Damn. Wow. I don't know
How
what to
could you?
say about
I'm saying like, yo, and Shady's second album, I liked that joint, and that shit Jai Tank, man. I think it sold 1 million records, but they had gave him so much money after the first one blowed up so hard, 4 million records. Give him a bunch of paper for the next joint, and that shit go 1 million. Like, yo, damn, because I think he got dropped right after that joint.
Was he with Ludacris,
He
Disturbing the Peace, I
was,
think?
yeah.
Do you have major distribution? Let me ask you that.
Man, the
While we
nigga
here.
was distributed through Def Jam. If I'm not Def Jam. He was distributed through Capitol.
Would you consider that major distribution? I don't.
Hell yeah, Capitol
Okay.
was big.
Okay. We just want to be clear. Okay.
But
So what about Jaquan and them guys? Down from
I
a white tee, Young Bloods. Remember they had a hot single.
yeah,
It was
but
hot.
I don't know. I think like some of them niggas be hood niggas.
Okay.
Niggas ain't got their little runoff on them niggas, and them niggas was
Who the
too.
record labels got they run off those people, the artists?
Yeah, like niggas made a couple dollars. Cause I remember back in the day it was a article. It was in the source and shit. And the nigga was fucking the brother had to step away for a minute, so I'll fall back for a minute. We back up in here, you know what I'm saying? But what I was saying was it was an article I read in the source, and they was talking about how all them niggas was they was giving away them joint venture deals, and niggas they was like it was funny because it was like it was so many Rolls Royces and shit. Repo was grabbing all the streets and shit because them niggas, so many niggas had got them deals and they said they'd never get them deals out no more. So that's what happened to probably some of them niggas. Like they came in with some street niggas or whatever, got it like, oh shit, we done made $7 million, man, shit, and party that shit off, man. Niggas probably smoking dope, all kind of crazy. Niggas probably was still in the street, whatever, you know what I mean?
Well, brother analyst, since this roundtable discussion, my brother, what's going on with Tony Draper? Where do you feel he fits in that whole mix of what you just outlined and described?
I don't even know.
No, but when come on, man, he had a little something good going on.
Yeah, I know. Swab House was like a powerhouse for a minute. I don't know what happened to that brother, man. We gotta probably find out on that. I know I heard him like when he was talking like when niggas was saying Rick Ross was a fucking fraud. I remember the nigga was he was like Rick Ross was he was like I know the nigga when he was like 18, 19 or some shit. He's like when the nigga came to me, he was like the nigga had on all that shit. He was talking about Gucci, this, that, and the third, all the oopie. Maybe he was lying. Maybe he didn't.
Ross had it on?
Yeah, he said because he signed the Swab House at one time. I forgot what his name. I think his name was Teflon. I think that was his name.
Teflon was from Brooklyn. I remember Teflon. He was down with
Teflon.
So it was a couple Teflon. See,
or the one that was from down south.
Okay, I didn't know that. It was another. I knew about the one from Brooklyn somewhere.
Yeah,
so it was another Teflon.
Yeah, Teflon from Brooklyn was with MOP.
Okay, I didn't know it was another. All right,
but he just said that about dude. But all in all, Troy Draper had a good run probably with his artists because he had some major label deals with his Swab House shit. He was like with Universal and he had a couple other joints. But there you go, son. Like you said about like Jay Quads and all the niggas, like everything's so microwavable right now. You know what I'm saying?
For real, covered up too. I think it was the white tea people.
No, but
chicken noodle soup and all
that. That was Laffy Taffy. But that's the nigga Shorty Low.
So was he chicken noodle soup?
Nah, Shorty Low. They don't know or something. What was this song? The little nigga that was getting into it with T.I., man.
I remember the name. I don't know the next part.
I forgot his shit, but yo, he gets money, so I'm saying he really when he put some shit out, they gobble his shit up in the South.
Like Rocco, is he on Rocco level?
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Rocco really a real nigga.
But dude on Shorty Low on that level though.
Yeah,
wow.
Today I just listened to a Rocco and Nas song. That shit was hot hard. We grind or we hustle. I think it's we hustle. That shit hard as hell. And the beats. I mean, I was like, yo, the Rocco nigga came with the Jamaican flow. You could tell that nigga probably like had paper because that nigga was around and shit. Like you could tell like niggas that been outside they town and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like He don't be no fucking pumpkins and shit. You know what I'm saying? And
You remember what Dame said?
I remember what the nigga Burke said, man.
What Burke said? Go ahead, because I don't hear much from Burke.
That nigga said, man, when they started Rockefeller, he was living in St. Martin's, I think, with him and his bitch. Man, he said he was. I mean, so the nigga was what? Because the nigga is only like 40 right now. Biggs, right? 40, 41.
How many Biggs Burks, people?
I'm like, so shit. Well, how old was people around that time? We was about 20. 21?
I don't know. So what time frame? What year? Like you ain't
96. We was about 19, 20, 21.
I was like 22. You had to be like 21. So how old would he have been? He like your age? You said?
Oh, maybe your age. So he
he was about 21, 22.
I'm
living like that?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, damn. I mean, he was really getting some paper, like, because I mean, he was a major contributor. Or at least that's what I was.
33rd and 3rd.
Yeah, man.
You heard that? They was 3-man weaving it.
I mean, like, damn, this nigga was fucking 21, living in another whole fucking country.
But get the people, even if you got to approximate. So how old was Dame and how old was Jay roughly back then too, though? This to be fair to them.
Dame probably was about, let me see. I think he's 43, 44 right now. I think his birthday just came. I think he's 44.
Okay.
So, shit.
He was probably about 24 back then, 25.
Yeah, and Jay got like 47.
Okay. So he's probably about 27, 28, though. I mean, that's still young, though. But okay, so he died older than Biggs, though. Jay died older than Biggs like that?
And the dude Biggs was saying, like, he was like, all that shit Jay was talking about, he was like, that was me that had all that shit. He was like, he cool as up, like,
I'm just saying it's kind of weird. So he like Jay, the youngest one, but he had bread popping high.
Yeah, because he said, man, how he met Dame. He was like, Dame and his brother was in a crew called the Best Out or some shit, like in Harlem and shit. And like, he got his money together and got down with them niggas.
Biggs did?
Yeah.
So his brother let him down? Unlike Bars, you gotta get it, kid. Yo, Bars, you gotta get it. Money and Violence, though. Straight up, though, B. You gotta get it, bruh.
Yeah,
you gotta get it, yo.
That was some dirty ass shit. That brother popped the nigga in the back. So I'd be like, yo,
because you made me think about that when you said brothers, man. Biggs' brother let him in, man. He let him live, man. Bars, you gotta get it, B. You making me think about paying in full, kid.
Yeah, man. Money making Mitch. That nigga's Russell. That nigga.
Yo, Bars gotta get it, yo.
Yeah, that nigga's dirty. For
Lord, Bars. Oh man.
And I bet you, when Shane wake up, he going, you better not tell mommy, nigga. I'll kill you right now.
I hope Kane get him. Oh, yo, cause Kane done woke up.
Yeah.
And yo, when Bars realized, when Bars realized Mr. Slumped, man, he go fight cause he know Kane. Yo, people, y'all better catch up. Money and Violence.
Yeah,
yo, come on, B. But you know what? Man, listen, this is straight up Money and Violence, but it's sex, love, and hip hop, and we out of here until we meet again, people.
One love, man. All things hip hop, the roundtable discussion, man. Respect it and accept it, man.
Leave comments. Yo, only real stuff
12.
though.
Roundtable discussion.
Fuck fake niggas. 7-5 Line E-Block. Straight hip hop, people. All things hip hop. YEYJ, what up? Mighty get it right. Hampton, what you doing, kid?
All things hip hop, man.
Leave comments.
Check us out, man. Respect it, man. Accept it. Peace.